Wendy Scott joining us again here live today from the closet. She's a professional closet designer at Timeless Closets and Cabinetry based out of Halton Township, New Jersey. Her work is amazing. We're excited to have her back for her podcast series to talk more about the design and sale custom closets that she offers. First and foremost, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm great, Jill. How are you?
I'm doing well, much better than last week, getting over this cold. So I'm feeling better, feeling definitely eager to work today and excited to see more of your projects and your work. Tell us a little bit about what you do specifically.
So, custom closets, we come into the home, we see what your needs are, and we create a closet to get you organized and make your life so much better. And as you can see, we are coming live from my closet, which we will do a full tour of in a couple weeks.
Oh, exciting, exciting. I love that. All right. I see everything's so organized, her shoes, her hats, in case you're just listening, you're not on the Zoom cast, but I'm jealous right now. She got a beautiful chandelier light in there too. And tell us the website, how we can contact you.
Sure, absolutely. Timelessclosetsandcabinetry.com, and that is my name for the website, the Instagram, and the Facebook page.
Oh my goodness. And what got you started into design? Just give us a little bit of your background.
Working for a kitchen designer, switched over by chance to closets and never went back. So
I
here
love
I
it.
am.
Beautiful. And please visit the website again as we speak today. We're going to go a little over costs. People are always concerned, well, how much does it cost? And they want to know price points and how this process works. So again, we're here today and we're excited to begin the conversation.
Now, do you want me to share screen? Would that be easier?
That'd be great. Yes,
Okay.
please. What do you have for
So
us?
if you go to my website, you can see I downloaded a PDF for you.
Yes.
And hopefully Jason was good and sent you a copy so you could see it as well. Do you see where it says podcast pricing 2024?
Wait a second. I'm on your page. Yes, the one. Yes, I have it here.
Okay, so I'm just making sure I shared screen. You are sharing screen.
Yep,
So
I could.
podcast pricing. So what we're going to do is a really quick, I'm going to make you dizzy for a second, and you're going to see the start of a closet where it's the exact same layout. There's nothing changed, but one is 4,600 and the other is 5,200. Okay, so what goes into that price difference when nothing really has changed? And at the end of this, we're going to be at 21,000.
Okay.
So again, same layout, but what happens? So the biggest question is, when you're meeting with your closet designer is, what do you want to go to the floor or not go to the floor? And there is a reason for both. When you go off the floor, which is what's called a wall mount system, um, nothing touches the ground. And the couple benefits for that is the biggest is that it's less cost. And the reason it's less cost is there's less material. So you see, are you able to see my little arrow?
Oh, yep, I could see. Now it's making sense. I'm looking at the different. It's like the hidden pictures. Oh, yes.
Exactly. So you stop short. And, at the end of the day, if I'm just putting hanging on two levels, why do I need to pay for the material to go all the way down and all the way across? And as you can see, that affects your costs pretty significantly. Now, you still have adjustability in this wall hung system, but you only have it where the panel is. So
Got
if
it.
I wanted to change my design later on, you take out the rod, you take your shelves, add shelves all the way down to this point.
Got it.
When you move to the floor-based system, it is completely adjustable from head to toe. So you can change everything, and it's pretty easy to do. Okay, it's a system with holes. You have locking shelves, adjustable shelves. We can teach you or send someone out there to do it for you. Where a locked shelf is literally you put in your screwdriver, it's a quarter turn, unlocks it, you lift it out, and you move your piece, and then you lock it back in for stability purposes. Um, you could also do a hybrid where only the shelved areas go to the floor and the wall hung is off the floor, like where all the
Oh,
hanging is.
yeah.
So again, this is kind of your first set of differences, um, basically off and to, but again, nothing has changed in my layout. Everything is identical. And then we take the next step forward and we change the colors. Okay.
Oh,
So now we've changed the colors, and a lot of people are like, all right, well, why is the color affect your cost? It's just melamine, and in fact, nobody calls it melamine anymore. It's called TFL,
okay.
thermally fused laminate. And the things that you can do to, why that I called this the color in the carrot. So I'm going to answer your questions before you ask them. Sorry about that. So color in the carrot, white. I don't know if you can see it well. Okay. Think about a carrot. When you go to the grocery store and you get that bag of carrots that they've not touched, where it's just dirty and untouched, it's one price. The next step up is they've cleaned it and maybe like kind of shaved it down a little bit, and that price goes up.
Mm.
And then the next bag of carrots you find has been, cutely little diced and is round. And then you get the ones that look like pickles and they have the little ridges. Each one, because they've touched it and they've processed it additionally,
Hmm.
brings that price up. So when you start with white, then you have the new colors. I'm going to show you a wrong color really
So
quick.
the
I'm going
white
to
is like the dirty carrot.
White is your dirty carrot.
Hmm.
That being said, there's new whites out there that look like paint and they're sick.
Oh
So
my goodness.
again, but that means they've been touched again. So then you start moving to colors. And then now the newest colors, and I grabbed all my bags, they put in a veining. Okay. And then they take another step up, and that veining runs, the veining has a ticking, which means it's if you touch it, you're
You
feeling
can
wood grain.
feel texture.
You
Okay.
feel texture. And as you go up in price, then that texture runs along with the veining. So some of these look like you don't know if you're looking at wood or you're looking at TFL.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
then you can get into some serious trouble. And but not in a bad price point. I love this. Okay. Can you see this? Okay. It looks like dark
Yes.
tweed.
Yeah.
So then you have like ones that look like fabric.
Mm-hmm.
You can get into even more trouble and do the ones that look like leather.
Wow.
I mean, so that's how, the color in the carrot affects. The more it's touched, the more it's priced, the more it affects the cost. Now, this one, so you're seeing, so the 6,700, okay, that was identical to these three.
Okay.
And then we move on to the 8,500 and we
Okay.
went back to white. But
Mm-hmm.
what we did was I changed the color of the rod. So rods is another effective cost. You have your basic oval chrome, and then you start touching it. You start dyeing it to gold, to
Or
black, to
bronze.
bronze. And then you look at your draw faces, and I don't know if you can see this well, but these are flat.
Yep.
These are shaker.
Mm.
So a five-piece shaker in the TFL as well will increase your price. And then you can go and you can play with your price along the way. You could do what's called a 3DL door. And that's the former name was thermofoil. I'll get in trouble for saying that, but it's now called 3DL. And what that is a three-dimensional laminate. And it's kind of a pressed piece, so it
Okay.
doesn't have all the miter seams into it. And so that might, depending on the color and depending on the amount of touching it happens, that could be more or less than the five-piece shaker. Again,
Okay.
all these things affects your cost. The next thing that you see right here is crown molding.
Oh, yes.
Crown molding is something that's going to affect your cost. What you can't see are what's inside these drawers. So there's two levels to that. You have your drawer slide. So if you walk into your kitchen right now, if your kitchen's on the newer side, you don't see the tracks.
Yes.
Those are called undermount drawer slides. And one step below, so that is a more expensive cost, but it's kind of a way where a lot of people are going right now. But if you wanted to save price, you might do a side mount. So that's the old school where the drawer slide would be on the side of your cabinet. Or on the side of your drawer box. So you can affect it by the drawer slide. You can affect it by the drawer face. And then you can also affect your cost by the drawer box itself. So a lot of them are either made by a PVC. They might be made by melamine, straight up 3/4 inch melamine
Mm-hmm.
or TFL, or they might be true wood drawer boxes, which is, and those are all up, up, up.
Got it.
Okay. So, wow, we're going to zoom right through these. And then we get into some serious trouble.
Oh.
Okay. So we've changed the color, we've changed the shaker, we've changed the drawer boxes, we've changed the rods. All of that has been updated. So we went from this white one,
Mm-hmm.
then we changed the color. Okay. So now we're back to 9,500.
Yeah.
Then we went a step further and we went to the ceiling. So now it's
Wow.
completely floor to ceiling. And then we've added right here on the left-hand side where I just had shelves. Now I've got angled shoe shelves so I
Ooh,
can see what's going on. And I don't know if you can still see my picture over my
yes.
right-hand corner. They're on an angle.
Yeah.
So for the vertically challenged, or if you want just a little zhuzh in your closet, you put it on an angle, you put the rail on, and then you see the prettiness. But
Mm-hmm.
each time these things are touched, it affects your cost, right?
Yep.
So the other thing we have right here is we've added backing. I've now added glass doors and made this like, if there's not room for an island, you might do a hutch piece. So whereas the drawers before were all the same depth with the shelves above, now they bump out and
Mm-hmm.
give you that feel of a dresser top where you can put your tchotchkes and stuff on there and have a place to lay stuff down.
Oh,
And then you also have a hamper. So there's
oh,
all
I see
these,
that. Yep.
yeah, you have a hamper. Um, and then what we're not even talking about is all the additional items. You got valet rods and belt racks and all kinds of funny stuff. And then we get in trouble one more time.
Love it.
So
Ooh.
it's a little hard to see. These renderings are all done by Closet Pro,
Okay.
which is what a lot of companies are using. It designs it and prices it at the same time. And if you look on the side, we're able to show lighting in the closet.
Oh.
So here I brought the price down because I changed the colors to white, but I changed my backing and my faces to wood, and then I added lights throughout. So you have so many different options
Options. Oh.
that we could go all the way back to number two.
Mm-hmm.
And I could say, actually not number two. Let's go to the first one right here. I can say I want to do this all in white, but I want my countertop to be in crocodile.
Oh.
And I want my drawer faces to be flat and in crocodile. And then I'm going to have all my rods in black. So you can bring your cost back down and then just bring it up a little bit with some of the fun, cool stuff that's
And
out there.
even add lights to the earlier packages too,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It's just to give you an idea, like we started with one and
Yeah.
we ended with like trouble. But
Mm-hmm.
I can get into more trouble in that for sure.
I love seeing
I
these.
mean, you can go nuts. Like I threw everything all over my desk. Um, this is chagrin. Everybody, and what we're gonna do later on in one of our podcasts, we're gonna do a takeover with where this leather comes from.
Okay.
But to just give you a really quick, Echo Domo out of Maryland, and this is my funnest story. They make leather. Okay, what this is recycled leather, and I'm gonna test you, Jill. Where do you think the recycled leather comes from?
Leather?
Well, it's recycled leather.
Oh, I'm like, it's leather that's recycled.
So most of the guys are like, cows. I'm like, okay, come on.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna give you a chance. Recycled leather. Where do you think it comes from?
I'm so confused. Leather belts, people's leather shoes that they throw
Okay,
out, that they recycle. Wait, wait,
you're pretty close. So I'll save you. I won't keep you hanging. The remnants from the automobile industry.
from the
Exactly.
seats and
Yes.
the
So
leather
when they're
upholstery
making,
and the
when they're putting the upholstery in the car, there's offcuts, right? So they come in, they take it. They don't take it, they pay for it. They recycle it and they make it into the leather material. And from the leather material, they're able to make floors, cabinets, countertops, door faces, custom feet, custom handles, all out of recycle. And this is one of my favorite, the crocodile. But for some
wow.
reason, everybody wants shagreen. I guess that's like the hot thing right now for interior designers. But again, we're going to do a special podcast with the owner, and it'll be just dedicated to all the craziness of the leather. But that's something that you can put into the closet. The lighting package. When you're doing lighting, there's different ways for lighting. So somebody wants to walk in and light up the whole closet like I did, that might not be in their price point, but they still want lights.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing lights, we'll take lights and just put it in the glass cabinets.
Got it.
Now you have a wow for your bags, right? Or we might take lights and just run it around the top of the closet. Again, you still have that wow, you still have that look you're going for, but you're spending probably a quarter to an eighth of the price if I were to light up every single cabinet.
Got it. Wow.
So go ahead.
What is that, by the way, what's the standard size we're looking at here for this price point? Do you know the size of the space?
What did I make this? I can figure it out.
No, no, it's okay. Only because, like, what
Um,
about people like myself? The closets in the house are just not that big, and there's no
sure,
room to expand. Like, in my bedroom, I have like two closets, right? When I walk towards the bathroom, little
sure.
closet on the right, little closet on the left. So I wish I could have the grandiose walk-in type of style, but it's kind of cramped in there. I
So
mean,
is it
I've
a
left
walk-in
again.
closet or is it a reach-in closet?
It's a walk-in, but it's like two small squares. Like you said, one day I would love to open up the spare room and make that a closet so I have the nice,
Yeah,
beautiful thing like this. But some people are, challenged with their space, but you could still make
absolutely.
it look like this.
Absolutely. So this one is about 7 feet long by 12.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, I just picked a random size, just drew it on the computer Sunday night,
Oh,
and then
wow.
just kept copying and pasting and then zhishing it up, and then I emailed you guys. So I mean, you can do this in a reach-in. If you called me up and said, "All right, I have a small reach-in closet and I want to light it up," and I'm going to be like, "You know what, Jill, that's really not worth your money." Okay.
Hmm.
It's behind a door. Or I'll have somebody say, "I have a really tiny, a small walk-in. I want to put this, this, and this." Okay. That's not worth your money because you're putting a door inside a door. But let's do this instead. I've seen reach-in closets. I've seen tiny closets with leather. It's really about what's important to you and how do you want to store it and what's your preferred price point. And from those answers, then you start backtracking and you're able to design a space according to those needs.
Are hangers included?
No, but I would say like when I moved into our house back in October and I did my closet and I posted all the photos on our ACSP website, the first thing that was pointed out to me was, Wendy, your hangers don't match. And I'm like, I know, I asked for them for Christmas. So no, you can get hangers on your own. Absolutely. There are many custom hanger companies out there that are crazy and amazing and fun. You can do leather wrapped ones, you could do wood, you can do velvet. I would say please make your hangers match. Please take the plastic off the dry cleaner hanger and get rid of those wire hangers.
No wire
No
hanger.
wire hangers.
One of my favorite movies, Mommy
The
Dearest.
plastic, yeah, the plastic tubes have a reason, but there's so much better out there. If you want hangers, I'll sell you hangers. But I'd rather sell you a piece of leather for your closet
Yes,
sometimes.
yes. Oh my
There's
goodness.
sell you some fun stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. You talk about the wall mount to the floor, color being so important. You've got drawer boxes, drawer slides, drawer style. So those three drawer options right there affect your cost. And so, you can start and you could do A and then you could pick things from C and D or and kind of go back and forth. Let's see, doors and door styles, backing. We talked about backing in there. And then there's all the accessories. Do you have a belt rack? Do you want a drawer that has jewelry inserts in it? Do you want there's a brand new, I'm going to show you soon. There's a brand new drawer insert that's a custom faux leather insert. And then there's drawer dividers and there's lighting and then, handles. This is the handle that's in my closet. You can't see it. I'll show you another day. Different color, but this is a faux leather handle.
Ooh.
So, and then like with this is made by Tag Hardware. You buy through a Hafele. They have a whole coordinated system. So, whereas this is the rod with the leather, you can buy matching rods for your clothing. You can buy the matching drawer inserts, hamper bags. Their whole system is meant so it's one-stop shopping. All of the accessories match. You find that even if you're doing home decor and you want to have gold, there are like 20 golds out there. So is it satin gold? Is it champagne gold? It's anywhere in between. There's a new one called Arum gold. So there's so many different golds. Like with Tag Hardware, they've created it so it's one. You don't have to worry that nothing's going to match. It all matches. So but those are additional accessories that you can put in there.
Now, let me
And
just ask, for example, in the closet pictures we saw, there was the hardwood floors in there, but someone wants to rip up the floor too. That's another expense, right? Because this is just the build around. But like some people want to put carpet in their closet. Some people want,
Correct.
hmm And is that
So,
something you can coordinate with? Do you have someone who does a small space like that if they want to change the flooring in the closet?
we all have friends in the industry, so we can partner with. I actually would partner with Exceptional Flooring in New Jersey. They're my go-to right now for flooring. Um, so I scrolled back to the first one. There's a couple, that's one reason you might want to do a wall mount because you're going to change your floor later. And you can put this before or after because the floor can just be done right underneath and you don't have to touch anything. Typically, the floors are going to be done before we come in. We do work with a lot of builders where we're going to build the whole system, then they're going to come in and stain the floor, and then I'm going to come in and put a base molding on the floor so that nobody
Got it.
sees.
So floor
Yes.
first, obviously.
Yeah.
Then you got to build around that. All right, good.
Yeah. And I apologize. My dog just walked in. I
Oh,
thought I locked her out.
Sam or
So
her.
if
Oh,
you hear
perfect.
heavy breathing, that's the German Shepherd. That's not me.
So cute. Oh, that's amazing. We are
Um,
pet friendly.
oh yeah, so there's three. They figured out how to get in through the screen door. So that's going
Oh,
to be fun later.
oh
But
yeah.
yeah, so flooring, best to have it done before, but we will work with the other trades and we're happy to refer you to someone to get that done. Yeah. Let's see. I know what's on your question list.
What is on my question list?
Do you have the first question? Because it's one of the most important hot topics in the industry.
Hold on, I'm staring at your screen, so I got off my screen with your notes. Well, why custom? Um,
Okay, so
but
that's a
hold
different one. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. But I'm like, wait, but we also we didn't talk about the WSJ article, the Million Dollar Closet again, which I think is
Oh,
amazing. It's
yes.
important to bring that up because that's beautiful too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was so that is, that was a six-figure closet.
Yeah,
And they do happen. They're so much fun to do. And that was, one of the things we did with hers was we did a solid white, but the one that had the paint look. We did all mirrored backs. We did lighting in every cabinet, and we did no holes. So when you have a closet like that, so the whole point in a custom closet is it's custom to your needs, but it's also customizable down the road, which means all those holes, all those units can be changed later at any point. But when you're doing a closet, say over 30,000, over six figures, you know what you want. You're never going to change it, and you don't want to see those holes
got
because
it.
those holes can cheapen the look of it, especially when
Hmm.
you're looking in a white. So every hole on site was drilled as we installed.
Wow.
So we had the most fun. Like I went to her house and we took her bag collection and we set it out in a rainbow collection. And that's how we figured where everything was going to go and where the height of every shelf was going to go because it was based off of each individual piece.
Got it. Wow, that's really custom, custom.
That's custom, custom. And I would say go through because I do on the Instagram have the before,
Hmm.
which was like the several rooms that we broke down and messed up, threw out in the garbage, and then created this whole open space. So you can see the before, the during, the after, and there's some pretty cool videos of what's gone in there. And you could see again, we put it in there by color. So it's
Hmm.
like she walks in, she's got a rainbow greeting her every day.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, so what's
Yes.
the other question you wanted me to ask
So
that I'm
the
not
other
asking?
question, hugest, hottest topic. Do you charge for a consultation?
Oh,
Okay. Huge problem in the industry. The majority of consultations are free. And what's painful about that is when you quote a custom closet, you don't get paid. So I might spend 6, 7 hours with you, and
hmm.
then you might take my work and get four more quotes and go with the cheapest one.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's,
a problem.
in the closet industry, there is it's a small, slow movement that you will see many people are starting to charge for a consultation. And what happens is, it's not unheard of. Interior designers do it, architects do it, kitchen designers do it. It's you're paying for their time and their expertise. I mean, anyone can design and sell a closet or sell and build a closet. Not everyone can design it. So we put in years of expertise. We're learning our craft. We're constantly
Yeah.
evolving our craft. So there's value in that. I have friends. who will say, okay, well, what's the size of your closet? Okay, it's 8 by 10. And it's going to cost you roughly X amount of dollars. Does that make sense to you? Yes, great. Then it's
Mm-hmm.
$100 rebatable, non-refundable. I
Got
will
it.
come check out your design, check
Mm-hmm.
everything out, make sure everything's good, and then when you purchase your closet, you get that $100 back. Still a slow movement. It's not
Yeah.
happening everywhere. When you work with some of the more custom firms that are really interior design service companies, you're definitely going to be seeing that, or they're going to have you come to their showroom and then you might see a rendering. So I don't charge for mine. I work mainly with interior designers and builders, and it just doesn't fit my method right now. But I do see it happening, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see it. And you got to think, let's be
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
You know, you're if I do all this work and you're going to give my work to someone else, of course they can do it for less money because
You've
I
done
did all
the
the
work.
work.
Yeah. You took the
I did all the
legwork out
work.
of it.
Sure, I'll
True.
beat that. No problem.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so it's a really hard topic to swallow. I don't see it happening fast, but I do see it happening more and more with people charging for the designs.
Got it. Well, I think your work is beautiful. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
you're here. We're doing this series together and it's inspiring me and I hope inspiring others. And let me just ask, I mean, so we talked a little bit about the average cost of closets,
Mhm.
and the suspended versus the floor-based system. Your color options we talked about. And did you, for today, we have 3 minutes left. What else did you want to add for the conversation? This is great.
Well, I can give you a highlight. I think next week we're going to be talking about design trends and
Yep.
some of the things that we saw at Closet Con. Yes, there is a Closet conference. We always get made fun of. They're like, "There's a
Where is
conference for that?"
ClosetCon? Where is it?
It's at a different place every year. So this last year it was in Chicago.
Awesome.
And it was, you have education happening. You have Woodworking Network puts it on, co-hosted with the ACSP. It's also the Cabinet Makers Association. So you're having a full day of education with plant tours and then and studio tours. We have the next couple days, although there's education throughout, there's also the expo. And then you're seeing all the new products, you're getting seminars, and it's just I mean, if you're in the closet industry and you're not going to this, you're missing out tremendously.
No, oh my
So
goodness. I love it. I can't wait to hear
that's
more about it. In the
next
mean,
year is Florida in West Palm.
oh, even better. Wow. Can't beat that. A little mini vacation as well. Not that Chicago's
Yes.
bad either, some deep dish pizza, but I prefer Florida too.
It was a
Uh,
little cold, but we did have some good steak.
oh, good. Good. Well, remind us how we can reach out to you if you don't mind, Miss Wendy Scott.
Absolutely. You are more than welcome to call my phone, 908-328-7004. My email is wendy@timelesscc.com. And all of my social media is Timeless
Mm,
Closets and Cabinetry. So
great.
Instagram, Facebook, as well as my website.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Pleasure having you here. And I'm so glad you got to share the screen. Would you mind just closing out of the screen before we
Stop share. Done.
Perfect. Better. Timeless closets. And we're also going to get a personal tour of her closet soon, too. We're looking forward to
Yes.
that. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day and go take care of those dogs and check out that door.